And joining us right now on the Rothman Orthopedic guest line, our good friend on this Tuesday morning, Hugh Douglas III. Happy Tuesday, brother.
What's going on, man? Let's get ready for this holidays.
All right, I'm going to ask you this right out of the gate, and I've asked everybody I've talked to so far in the last couple of days here. Best gift a young Hugh Douglas III ever got for Christmas? What is the best gift you ever got?
And it had to be a graphic T-shirt, man. You know, my kids, they know their dad so well. My son, like they buy me stuff that they know that I'm actually going to wear.
Okay.
It was like a long time ago. I think it was Hugh or was it Kayla? Somebody got me a Thanos T-shirt. Somebody got me a Thanos like T-shirt with Thanos on it. Yeah, before Thanos became cool. It was one of those. So yeah, and then one year, I think my daughter got me a Black Panther T-shirt. It was either or. Like my son got it for me, or my daughter, but they both bought me graphic. They bought me like Marvel T-shirts, so that was pretty cool.
Look at that! Look at that!
They know their dad is. They know I'm simple, man. They don't know it take a lot to please me.
So you never got a necktie then? They never gave you a necktie?
No, I used to get ties, but that like bow ties and stuff. But they never gave me those. Like my son bought me a pair of shoes last year, like a pair of Pumas, that I have not worn yet. You know, so yeah. Pretty cool gifts.
You haven't seen me in person in a while. I wear nothing but Pumas nowadays.
Is that right?
That's right, my friend.
Listen, man, it's about being comfortable. You know what's funny, Mark? Because I was I wanted to get a pair of like the Jordan 1s.
Sure.
They're expensive as hell. Like it's hard to find. Like this sneaker business with the shoes and everything, I did not realize how big of a business it was. Because you actually, in order to get shoes, they have like release dates, apps, and everything where like it's a whole sneaker culture. I mean, I knew about that, but I didn't know how deep it was. I didn't know how far down the rabbit hole I wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely insane. Real good. What about when you were a little kid? Well, what was the best gift, Lil Hugh?
Got a green machine. I was telling you know what's funny. I was on the air the other day, and I was asked the same question, and I said it gave the same answer, and everybody looked at me like, "What the hell is that?" It's a big wheel. It was a big wheel. All the 70s babies know exactly what I'm talking about. The big wheel when you used to do this and it was green.
Yes.
It was a green machine. Yeah, green machine.
Hold on a minute. I just realized, I literally just right now in this conversation with you just had an epiphany about my own life. I had one of those. I loved that. And I just now realized it was probably a hand-me-down from one of my older cousins.
Yeah, the green machine was that toy.
Yeah, the black. I want to say it was like the frame of it was black, and then everything else was green.
Yeah, and it had the little levers on the side. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow, just epiphany. Okay, that's fantastic. That's beautiful. And you know what? The older I get, the more I agree with Thanos. By the way.
What's that? Getting rid of half of the people?
Just disappear.
Yeah. Crazy.
Now, you just real. I want to wrap up this conversation about the comics. You saw Spider-Man. You're a big comic book guy. You have been forever. And just for my listeners and viewers at home, what'd you think?
It was just okay. It was just okay to me. Like people like I said this on Twitter. I said, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this, but Spider-Man to me was just okay. And I don't know, Mark, if that was partly because when I went to the movie theater, I went to 11 o'clock showing. And when I got there at 11, the movie theater wasn't actually open at 11. So I had to wait 30 minutes before somebody actually came to work to open up the movie theater. So when they opened up the movie theater, I missed like a half an hour of the movie. So what I had to do, I then went into my app to find out the next time the movie was playing, which was 12 o'clock. So I went to the 12 o'clock showing. I sat in on the 12 o'clock showing so I could see the whole movie. So that was a long day for me. But I'll say this, like I watched it. It had some good action. It had a lot in it that is going to set Marvel up for the second phase of the Marvel Universe. But to be in the top 5, I would say I don't know about that.
Okay.
Because there's a couple Marvel movies that, regardless to any time that they're on, that I'll watch. Like the Marvel's Avengers, when they were fighting in New York. Okay. I watched that one.
Okay.
The Marvel Endgame, definitely. That's one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the one with Ultron was really good. So I don't know. I don't know if I put it in my top 5, but I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for that. Because I'm already getting heat for it. People have already disowned me and already said I'm smoking too much of the marijuana or whatever. But I'm just saying, man, it's one of those ones where, I mean, it was good, but it just wasn't. I didn't think it was great.
Okay.
I didn't think it was great.
Okay. I mean, look, I'm a guy that will go watch the movies and be like, oh, that was fun. I'm not like you, right? I'm not like you, my friend. Like I can't die on Marvel Hill. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is the thing for me. This is how I gauge a movie. Like there are certain movies that you could just sit down and just enjoy how good it is. Like you could just, The Godfather. You watch The Godfather every time it comes on.
You're damn right I do.
Goodfellas. You watch Goodfellas every time it comes on television. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every time it comes on television, you'll watch that. This is not. I don't rate this movie as one that, hey, like if somebody say, hey, you want to go see it again? Not really.
Yeah, like, I get that. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like not really.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So hey, how about this whole COVID thing? Right, that's crazy.
Oh man, let me tell you what happened. Friend of mine.
Yeah.
Because I take my naps during the day because I wake up hella early. So.
Time travel. We've talked about this. That morning show, that post-morning show nap is time travel.
It's not even a nap. It's like going to bed.
It's going to bed. Yeah.
So I wake up Friday, right? And a friend of mine from Philadelphia say, hey, so what do you think about all the games being canceled? And I said, Mark, now it's Friday, right? Like,
good God, yeah.
Got Saturday, I ain't got nothing. We're getting, like we're watching the bowl games or whatever,
sure.
Bowl games, whatever. Yeah. So you're not really thinking about football. And plus, the Saturday game blew my mind. Like the actual Saturday game, I forgot. Like we're in that phase now. And I was like, what games? Where have you been? Have you been living under a rock? Because what type of media person are you that you don't know what? And I was like, wait a minute, what happened? The Eagles game has been postponed. And Eagles fans are livid because the commissioner said at the beginning of the season that if you test positive for COVID, then your games are forfeit. So in essence, these games should be forfeit. And Eagles fans are livid. What type of sportscaster? They got mad at me. What type of sportscaster are you? And I'm like, the one that gets to sleep. Hold on, just real quick. Do I know this person? I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
But diehard Eagles fan.
All right.
It's mad, it's displaced anger. I get it, displaced anger.
All right.
So I get that, but I wake up and now the Cleveland Browns are playing on television on a channel that I can't find in my area here because I guess it's a local game. I guess it's regional. I guess
NFL Network, I believe, has it.
Well, see, I don't have that, so there it is. There's that. I don't have
what kind of NFL person are you, or football broadcaster are you? You know how you sleep all damn day.
Listen, when I cut the cord, that was the one channel that I forgot to add. As the season progressed, because I've been lucky. I've been able to catch a few Eagles games, and the only ones I really care about are Falcons games, and the regional games that are in a region. But yeah, so I didn't catch them, but
gotcha.
Obviously, I didn't see that, so oh well. But yeah, the Eagles game being postponed, Eagle fans were hot, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But you have to look at it like this. This would have been better served to happen earlier in the season, if say everything with the COVID and everything.
Sure.
Because now you're in a playoff push.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's canceling games in a playoff push, especially when you have so many different teams so tightly knitted, grouped together. I said tightly knitted like a sweater. I was about to say like a sweater, but tightly grouped together. That you have to do what you have to do to see if you can get these games played.
Right. Tell me if you did the same thing. When the commissioner came out and said that, I think the NFL released a statement saying that if one team has a lot of COVID cases and the other doesn't, then the team with the COVID cases will forfeit. The win goes to the other team. Nobody gets paid, but the win goes to the team without the COVID issue. Yeah. When I first saw that, I'm going to tell you exactly what I said to my television when I saw it come across. I went, I don't believe you.
Or did you say BS?
Yeah,
colorful language than that. Yeah,
yeah, it was closer to that. You know me pretty well. So I thought to myself, no, and for a couple of reasons. One, like you said, the playoff push thing. The other was the more basic thing, which is the money. All of a sudden, there's no game. All of a sudden, no one's getting paid. All of a sudden, they're not making money. Forget about it. They weren't going to do that.
Think about it like this, man. This is the thing that got me, and I didn't get an answer to my question because you don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. This is eerily similar to what happened to us last year, as far as after Thanksgiving, COVID cases surged, and everything like that. So I had a lot of questions about, okay, why are we in Groundhog's Day? Not on Groundhog's Day, but in Groundhog's Day, because we're reliving 2020 all over again, as far as that's concerned. The rampant COVID cases, the threat of games being missed, the NBA postponing games. The Hawks had a game postponed the other day. Trae Young is in the COVID protocol, threatening for him not to be on the court on Christmas Day when the Hawks were slated to play on Christmas Day. I just heard the Sixers are just getting out of COVID protocol or something. They're getting so it just kind of makes you wonder, man, what the heck? Why we keep making the same mistakes?
Right.
That's not a question for me to answer. I don't know the answer to the question, but I mean, it's one of those things where NFL, the NBA, hockey, everybody's trying to figure out a way to push through all of this.
All right. I think I know what your answer is going to be, but I have to ask you this question. If you're in the locker room, like Rodney McLeod, Eagle safety, came out and said recently, wait, how are we being penalized for this? Make it make sense. Darius Slay came out and said he's going to double up on his massages this week because the Eagles got to play Tuesday. Then they got to play on Sunday during the playoff push here against the Giants on Sunday. The Mike Glennon Giants, by the way, for the record. So if you're in the locker room, if Hugh Douglas is still playing football and this news comes across, how are you reacting to this?
Are you talking about the news of the game being postponed?
The game is not canceled. The game is postponed to Tuesday. You have to play on Tuesday and then Sunday.
Yeah, you're talking about in the short period of time that I had to play like 3 games in 13 days or something crazy like that?
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, I think, can I take a guess?
Yes.
Do I get my game check? The answer to that is no.
But definitely that. But, man, listen, this is the time of year where you start to see a little bit of a separation of players.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, from my friends up there in Philadelphia, I know how Ike and Richie feel about this. I know how those two guys feel about it. John Ritchie, I know how they feel. You got to suck it up, man. You got to suck it up. You're the playoff push. You got to suck it up. I mean, do what you have to do as far as getting ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get ready to play because this is that time of year that separates everybody. Nobody wants to be touched. Everybody's banged up.
Okay.
But the teams that want to make it to the playoffs, those are the ones that push through. Those are the ones that don't quit. Perseverance.
Let me ask the question a little bit different. What would Hugh Lamont Douglas III have tweeted, if anything, once you found out you had to play Tuesday and Sunday? Would you be against them not having to forfeit? Like, would you have wanted the game to be forfeited and you get the win, but you don't get the paycheck? Or would you want to play the 2 games?
Well, okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you're asking me now.
Yeah.
If I would want you to be the man of your word and stick to your word, number one.
Okay.
Said that they wanted to, if they were supposed to forfeit the game, then they're supposed to forfeit the game. But since you put the edict down that they're going to play, I would say F it. Bump it. We got to do what we have to do. I mean, that's the decision that you have to make. That's basically what it is. We all know this is about money. This is about money.
Sure.
This is about money and getting eyeballs on the screen because people are going to watch no matter how much this game has inconvenienced all of us. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to tune in and we're going to watch the Eagles go for the playoff push because just like this weekend, the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons pooped the bed. They pooped the bed. They went out to San Fran and got beat up. They got beat up.
Yeah.
So as a player, if I have to play these games in this short period of time, knowing that I'm still alive for the playoffs, I got to do what I got to do. So I'm gonna say F it with a couple other letters behind that, 3 others behind that F, and I'm just gonna go out there and play.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's all you have. It's no need. Listen, Mark. To be honest, it's no need to complain about it. It's no need to tweet about it because it's happening. Like the NFL, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing you can do is do everything in your power to get ready to go. I can, you know what's funny? When you ask me that, I can hear Brian in my ear right now saying, hey, man, do what you got to do to get ready.
Doc, you're talking about Doc?
Brian Dawkins, yeah. B-Dawk. Do what you got to do to get ready. And everybody would look at each other and be like, yeah, it's that time of year. I mean, because it is. It's that time of year, man. I mean, listen, you're going to watch games in the next couple of weeks where you're going to be able to see who visibly quits on the field. You're going to be able to see that, especially teams that can run the ball extremely well. And guys out there, you see them, they're going to be thinking about making tackles, but then they'll be like, oh, my shoulder hurts too bad. It's kind of cold outside. I really don't want to be here. You're going to see a lot of that in the next couple of weeks.
My man.
That's where you separate yourself at right there. So, yeah, suck it up, man, and get ready to play.
Love it. We will pass along that advice to the Philadelphia Eagles. Hugh Douglas III, thank you for everything. You are the man. I appreciate you so much, brother. You know I love you, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
And your beautiful children that get you those awesome graphic tees.
Awesome graphic tees, man. Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you too, brother. From 92.9, The Game in Atlanta, and also, of course, from the Philadelphia Eagles, my man, Hugh Douglas III. Hugh Douglas, thank you so much, brother.
Not a problem, brother. Peace.
Peace.